Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So first of all, I just want to say, for those of you that just let me be and have my time off as I needed it, I really do thank you and appreciate you and love you so much. It means a lot that you're able to just give me space to live my life as well. For those of you that reached out to, ask if I was okay, etc., that also means a lot to me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I just want to say, outside of that, I love and appreciate every single one of you, and thank you for all that you do for me and for my channel. So with that said, your key to the week this week is the Star card. You couldn't really ask for any more than this, right? This triple conjunction of Mars, Uranus and the North Node are all happening in your sign. So the Taurians among you, or Taurians among you, all of you are Taurians obviously, unless you're a cross watcher. You will be feeling this energy probably more than most like a pressure cooker, right? It's like this this energy within you that seems to be bursting at the seams. As one of my favorite astrologers always says, you can either use the energy or you can let it use you. That's Steve Judd, by the way. He always says that, and I love that saying because it's very true. The Star card suggests that this can be a triple conjunction of hope. Yes, it's going to be disruptive. Yes, it's probably going to be destabilizing because Uranus is involved. You can't really predict Uranian energy. All you can do is get a general idea of the trend and theme and then go with it from there. You got to be adaptable. Uranus has been in your sign now for the last 3 years, should I say, and has been doing his work there for, for all of you, and has really been getting you into the idea of change and adapting to things as they arise. What I love about this for you is this week the Star card is giving you that same kind of blessing. It's saying, yes, okay, it might be a little bit upheaval. It may be outside of the box. It might challenge your personal status quo, and it might disrupt whatever it is that you thought you were going to do. Whatever the direction you thought you were going, you're getting a glimpse at what the future looks like this week. And it's saying to you, it looks different to what you expected, but it doesn't mean that it's any less great than you had hoped for. And the Star card literally means hope. It's actually the peace and the resolution that is provided once the tower falls, right? So you're right, the event has already happened at this point, right? And now you've got the Star card to say, hey, listen, it's not that bad. All right. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Justice card. So in this deck, it's called the Standing Stone. It's about balance, fairness, harmony, and equality. Your actions and options is about what you do. And through the guise of the Star card, so in terms of or in line with the future, you are getting a new contract. You're signing a new document of some kind this week that is likely to have a big impact on how you move forward through the world. So this could be a new job, it could be new business, it could be a new home, it could be a new relationship, it could be maybe a new set of responsibilities. It's likely to be, because it's the Star card and the Justice card, it's likely to be a contract or a commitment that has a very long shelf life. Usually the Star card is anything from 17 to 21 years into the future. And, with the Justice card, it's usually legally binding. So for those of you that are working on things behind the scenes, whatever you're working on this week or you decide to commit to, it's going to be around for a long time to come. All right. For your communications and conversations, you have a Libra woman that shows up for you very strong. Why do I say this? And potentially an Aquarius woman as well. Now, the reason I say this is because the Queen of Swords is an air sign woman, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. She falls right next to the Justice card. So that would usually say that this is a Libran woman, is likely to feature for you in some way, shape or form. So whoever your Libra people are, and you know, it doesn't have to be a woman, and just going with, you know, what the cards are you know, that are present. But this could be a Libran person could feature for you in some way, shape or form. You could be communicating with or connecting with somebody that has those Libran traits, somebody that is fair, balanced, equal, but also somebody that will, you know, tell you when you're wrong, when you're off kilter, when you're off base. And you've also got the Queen of Swords here, but in close proximity to the Star, which could also suggest an Aquarius person. And what I will say to you about this is the air signs may very well feature for you this week, and that would be a good thing because Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. It's the modern ruler of Aquarius. And this conjunction, or this triple conjunction, is happening in your sign. So this could put you very much in touch with somebody that has a very good understanding of technology, somebody that has a really fair, balanced mindset, somebody that's really great at helping you get your message out there. Or it could just be that you're communicating with somebody that challenges you to challenge your own beliefs so that you can tap into your future path and goals. Now, when it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, I am going to say there could be a dispute of some sort that arises with a teacher, and it might be about where you're going. So I'll give you an example. And this is just an example, by the way. Let's say you are, maybe you've studied ballet for the last 5 years, and all of a sudden you decide, you know what, I want to be a hip hop dancer. And, you know, your teacher says, you know, we've worked so hard to get you to this point. Why would you ruin your career? And da-da-da-da-da. And it's like they're giving you the argument that you need to ask yourself, is this really the path that I want to travel? And what is the desire that is feeding into it? Is this just about rebellion for the sake of rebelling? Or is it because you really have a desire to do this thing? So wherever you're thinking about radically changing your studies, if you get some kickback from a teacher, a mentor, etc., look at the reason behind why you actually want to make this change. For those of you that are oh, come on, brain. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I'm going to tell you straight up. If there is a meme or an email or something that is running around the office about a certain person who can be a bit of a battle axe or, you know, tends to be the pebble in everybody's shoe, do not get involved in that. Because I'm telling you this week, excuse my language, but it's going to blow the fuck up, and you do not want to be anywhere near it when it does. This is one of those things where, you know, maybe there's a group office, you know, an office group Facebook or an office WhatsApp or whatever, and it makes the circle, it makes the rounds, and, you know, it's funny because everybody laughs and all the rest of it, and then somebody accidentally sends it to the person that it's about. And this will get very sour very quickly. And because the Queen of Swords is about what we go to war for, coupled with the Justice card, it may end up going legal. And with the Star card involved and Uranus in your sign with that triple conjunction, it also has the potential to go viral. Do not get involved in office politics this week because it's going to bite you in the arse. Sorry, very serious warning there, but you know me. If you've been with me long enough, if you've been watching me long enough, you know I tell it how it is. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this may very well be a time where you're looking at who needs to be let go of, what kind of work is being phased out from your business, and where you're taking the business in the future. This is going to be a very potent week for those of you in the working world, whether this is for yourself or for others. This is going to be a very powerful week. For those of you that are business owners, something about your social media presence or your understanding of how to utilize the power of social media is going to be very prominent this week. And then finally, for those of you that are those of you that are retired and no longer working, be mindful of what disputes you allow yourself to be pulled into, because it looks like there is some kind of drama formulating, and it's like, you know what, I'd rather not get into it. However, if you do need to, I advise that you do, and you shut it down quickly. For your love and relations, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is really nice because for those of you that have been doing lots of work on your relationship, for, you know, whether this is going to counseling, whether it's talking it out, whether it's just showing up more for your partner and being more present, you're starting to see the results and the rewards of that. The other thing, because it's the Nine of Pentacles with the Star card, this suggests that whatever cracks were in the foundations of a relationship, you can really start to see them mending this week. Conversation is, well, you know, not with the Queen of Swords, but conversation amongst you and your significant other is easier. It's like you're back on the same page about what the future looks like for your relationship, which is really nice. It also suggests this would be a really good week to surprise your partner with a really nice meal. You know, maybe book a spa day, or like just something that has that really sensual, Taurian, earthy kind of release about it. Yes, and it can even be that, you dirty-minded pervs. For those of you that are single and looking, honestly, and I do not say this lightly, this could, because it's the Nine of Pentacles and the Star card, this could bring someone into your world that you realize is going to change your world in some way. This could also set up a relationship that really does demonstrate to you, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like, you know that this relationship is going to be work, but at the same time, you know that it's totally worth it. It's like you look at them and the dynamic between you and you're like, yeah, you know what? This is going to be a challenge. But you know what? I'm down for this challenge. I'm in for it. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. For your money and materials, you've got the Nine of Wands. So that's, what do we see here? 2 nines straight away. 2 nines represents receipt. This week, if you're making any form of purchase, especially purchases online, especially technological items, so new laptop, new phone, new gadget for the home, the kitchen, the front room, whatever it might be. Anything like that, make sure you hang on to your receipts this week. The reason I say this is because the Nine of Wands suggests that there might be something wrong with it. And obviously, if you've got your receipt, you can return it. For your physical health and vitality, the Nine of Wands is an interesting card for physical health. And the reason I say this is because the card itself suggests some kind of vulnerability and potentially an accident. So please look after yourself this week. And on top of that, the Nine of Wands also represents kind of like a lower constitution in a way. Very similar in that regard, actually, to the Seven of Wands, but different. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, the Nine of Wands suggests that home is a little bit vulnerable this week. Excuse me. Whew. Home is a little bit vulnerable this week. And so, yeah, that's quite interesting. So I'm going to say this to you. This week, when it comes to all of your technological stuff, if you're going out, if you're going away, please lock up your house. I don't see theft here necessarily, but it does look like, you know, this is one of those times where, you know, and I touch wood, sprinkle some pixie dust, I hope nothing happens, but this could be where you drop your phone and break the screen. This could be where, you know, you're playing around in the front room and the Wii control goes straight into the TV. You know, it's one of those things. So please, please, please be mindful of your tech items. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.